as Jason points out, Australia has been a signatory to all of it. Now, Jason, they're enforceable laws. You've just mentioned there's been an arrest warrant issued on the world's most protected man, Benjamin Netanyahu. I mean, I find that astounding. What does that mean? That means that Benjamin Netanyahu is unable to travel outside of Israel, Jason?
Yeah, well, there's 124 nations that are signed on to the Rome Statute, and each country agrees to the best of the ability to arrest. It's a predetermined and pre-agreed result, which basically says, we can't participate as accessories to funding this war, and our leader, and through the Attorney General and Justice Department, is obliged. They don't really have a choice, but he's obliged to arrest Netanyahu and any other war criminal if he sets foot in Australia. And of course, I think France have stepped up and said they would enforce it. Canada is leader. I'm not too sure. There's 124 leaders. I'm sure Japan would. They've placed, sanctions on any members of the IDF or any Israeli passport holders staying in any of those hotels in Japan. They consider it that if they're aiding and abetting or providing aid and comfort to the enemy of a war, or to the IDF, they're all complicit in the war criminal who does have an arrest warrant, then they too Japan understands it clearly that and the staff and the common citizen understand that, hey, we will be an accessory by aiding and providing comfort to war criminals.
So Jason, we have a relationship at the moment where the leadership of our country, the body politic, the belligerent occupation that is upon our nation right now, are facing being an accessory to war crimes. And these war crimes, they're out there for everyone to see. But these war crimes have been documented, evidence has been submitted, and they're now being prosecuted. And that means that it is now illegal under international law. And we've just explained that international law really fully applies here. I mean, people may not think so, but it certainly does. Okay.
Yeah. 8 billion people are under that international law, which is public law. And, you can't hide behind a little PMA or secret society. It's just not the way the world works anymore. There's a basic assumption. Even if you didn't sign on to the Rome Statute, you just can't go around shooting bombs and killing kids in Gaza and get away with it. It's just not going to fly. And Australia brought that in line, and they signed on and ratified it. So everyone needs to know that Australia did ratify it on July 1st, 2002. I'm just reading this. And it was brought into domestic law, here it is. Where is it? Into the International Criminal Court Act, and into our domestic law and other acts, such as the Criminal Code Act 1995. So there's certain concessions in there, talks about war crimes and genocide. So it's very much in our local domestic legislation. It is very much ratified by Australia in 2002. These dates, they're online. It's not hidden. It's not veiled. The secret societies and the Prime Minister and Cabinet may not want you to see it, discover it, find it. They might try and hide it. They might try and bring out a builder sense of people talking about it. And, because, hey, it's their necks that are in the noose, and they've made us all an accessory to a war crime. You don't have to be part of the military to be an accessory. Just merely funding this operation and participating in funding Department of Defense as they collectively take taxpayer-funded money and send $1 billion over to Ukraine. We're all implicated as far as the war machine is considered.
It's out.